never runs out on me. Your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Your love.
Ashamed of what I've done, what I've become. These hands are dirty. I dare not lift them up to the Holy One. You plead my cause, you right my wrongs. You break my chains, you overcome. You gave your life to give me mine. You say that I am free. How can it be? Yeah. How can it be? Yeah. sing praises. I give you all worthy Jesus. I see glory falling in this place. I see hope restored, healing of all disease. I sing praises, I sing praises. I give you all worthy Jesus. We give you praise and all of the honor. You are a God, the one we live for. We give you praise and all of the glory, God. We give you praise and all of the honor. You are a God, the one we live for. We give you praise and all of the glory, God. I see glory falling in this place. I see hope restored, healing of all disease. I sing praises, I sing praises. I give you all worthy Jesus. We give you praise and all of the honor. You are a God, the one we live for. We give you praise and all of the glory, God. We give you praise and all of the honor. You are a God, the one we live for. We give you praise and all of the glory, God, and all of the glory, and all of the glory. Let your presence fill this place. Let heaven come. Let your angels be released. Let heaven come. We will worship at your feet. Let heaven come. Face to face we want to meet. Let heaven come. We give you praise and all of the honor. You are a God, the one we live for. We give you praise and all of the glory, God. We give you praise and all of the honor. You are a God, the one we live for. We give you praise and all of the glory, God, and all of the glory, and all of the glory, and all of the glory, and all of the and all of the glory, and all of the glory, and all of the glory.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We are living Sent today and every day, but that's what we're talking about today. And so, thank you, everybody, for joining. So, I'm going to say hi to some folks, but then we'll jump on in there. Um, let's see. We got Vivian Davis. Good morning. Chuck B. Good morning. Good morning. Teresa Mason. Good morning. Connie. Good morning to you. Jody Glenn is on here, and King Gooch. Good morning, sir. Karen Thompson. good morning, good morning, good morning. Bert Reggiani, good morning. Alice, good morning, good morning. Oh, thank you, Jody. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. So we're talking about living sent, and um, I was reading this passage at the gym this morning, and um, this question just kind of hit me. So yeah, I don't. So Jody, you might want to take this back. This might not be so refreshing. I'm just joking. Anyways, um, what in our life? All right, so we're gonna get serious. All right, so what in our life would completely fall apart if Jesus stepped out of it? Right? Like what in our life? Like something, if we look at all the aspects of our lives, right? All the stuff we've poured our heart into, we've worked, we've sweat, bloodshed, tear, like what are those things? What are, anything in our life like that we can call ours or whatever, that if God stepped away from him, if God like wasn't a part of it, like we could still sustain, like we could still hold up. Like, what are those things? Um, and the reason I'm asking that question because that was the question that popped in my head when I was at the gym when I was reading this verse. Is John 15:5, right? Listen to this. This is you've heard this before. It says, "God bless you." It says, uh, Jesus says, "I am the vine, and you are the branches. Apart from me, you can do nothing." Like not not a little less, not kinda okay. He says nothing. He says, apart from me, you can do nothing. And I don't think this is like God's trying to smack us down or anything like that, but actually I think it is an invitation to intimacy with him, right? It's an invitation to like, man, I ain't got to step closer. You know what I mean? There's moments in our life where we are made aware that, man, there's some distance between me and the Lord, right? I remember this like when I first gave my life to God. I You guys know the story, but I very much so became like a Pharisee. Like I was like I was really convicted about a lot of things, and I was always at the church, and I was like always reading my Bible, and I was doing all this stuff for the Lord. And I was just doing stuff. I was like, I just got to get busy, a lot of activity for the Lord. Um, but then I meet this guy named Blaze Johnson and Ryan Roja, uh, and it was just like, dude, y'all know God. Like seeing them walk out their relationship with God and seeing me walk out my relationship with God. A lot of things were made manifest. Like a lot of things I was made aware of. Like first that it's not sustainable, right? Like I'm getting burnt out because I'm just trying to do all this stuff. But then also like me doing all this stuff, I still felt this distance. Like I felt like God was still so far away. And watching them walk with the Lord, it was like, man, they seemed like so much closer to God than I was, right? And they started ministering to me and just talking about sonship and like it's like you can't earn God's approval. You can't earn God's love. Like you don't have to. Like it's not about the amount of stuff you're doing. He just wants a son that will be with him. He just wants you to live with him and dwell, right? Like Adam and Eve would walk with God in the still of the day. He just wants the relationship. It's not about our activities, not about us doing and proving and trying to earn his love or any of that stuff. It's just about being with him, right? And so that was just this awesome awareness, like, oh man, like God is so far away. And so often we have these moments where we realize that, like there's some distance here, right? Like I can go closer, I can draw closer to Him. I can draw closer, um, and so I think this is one of those moments for me, and I hope for you that we are made aware, like, man, in so many areas of my life, like I can press closer, right? Like I am not I'm not dependent on the Lord in this area. There's some room here for me to draw in. And so, like, Jesus wants every aspect of our life. Like sozo means complete, right? And so salvation, sozo, is complete. And so every crevice of our lives needs to be saturated with Him, right? He needs to be in everything. And so, like John 15 is saying, apart from Him, man, I can't do anything. And so when Jesus, they came up to Jesus and they said, show us the Father, right? Like, and He's like, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. Why? Because I and the Father are one, right? He's in me, I'm in Him. And what is Jesus's prayer in John 17, right? It says, God, make them one like we're one, right? Like, it's crazy. And so just like God sent Jesus, He sent us. Like, there's all these scriptures, like just tying this picture in. Jesus was our model, right? He was our big brother. He's our model of what a earthly life should look like, surrendered after God and walking with God. And so let this be an invitation for all of us to press in a little bit closer. And you're just like, well, what does this have to do with living sin? I think it has to do with, I think it has everything to do with living sin, because we can't give away what we don't first possess, right? And so we want to we want to invite people to an all-loving relationship with God. But if there's still crevices in our lives where we've put our hands up and said, not yet, Lord, I want to hold on to that unforgiveness for a little bit longer, right? Or whatever. If we've closed Him off to facets of our life, then we can't give that all-loving relationship away, right? Until we open up all the crevices in our lives. And I don't think that is, I don't actually agree with that. You can give away what you have, right? But so constantly love, joy, peace, like, you want to be pouring those things out. But we also, at the same time, how we sustain our mission is by intimacy and spending time with the Lord, and working through these channels, working through our own getting personal victories, so that when we go out and we meet people who are struggling, you say, dude, I was just there last week. I'm currently working through that. Hey, let's become accountability partners, right? And then work out this thing together. But we can't get to those places. We can't relate and come in to those places if we just constantly have our hands up to the Lord saying, not yet, not yet. I want to hold on to it a little bit longer, or whatever the case is. So I hope this was a blessing for you, or an encouragement. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, Benji webbed me. Got you, man. That's hilarious. Good morning, Dr. Colleen. And Patricia, good morning. Good morning. That is so funny. All right, y'all. That is it. We'll be back here at 9 for some prayer. So make sure you tune into that. But until then, peace.